Dicaprio 2 by J.I.D. J.I.D. has been working on the recording of this project, Dicaprio 2, since 2015. He worked very closely with Mac Miller before his untimely death. Mac Miller helped post, produce, and organize almost every song on the album. J. Cole also helped J.I.D. work on his storytelling. How do we feel about the follow-up to The Never Story? Here's our honest review of Dicaprio 2 by J.I.D.
Dicaprio Part 2.
Boy, J.I.D.
By J.I.D. J.I.D. Whatever you want to call the man. I like J.I.D. a lot. I like J.I.D. a lot.
Yeah, man.
How you feel about this album artwork?
It's Leonardo. Like we were talking about earlier, I really don't care about Leonardo.
Hey, watch what you say.
Hey, I'm just saying.
You about to have some people cut the video off right now.
Yeah, like I said to you earlier, I have a couple favorite movies by Leonardo, man.
But you do?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I don't.
See, now they go catch you. But I feel it goes in with the theme of the Dicaprio, whatever like that. But I do think it's an interesting shot that they chose, like a young version of him and everything like that, a vintage photo, whatever. So kind of invokes my project is gonna be legendary type of ish, you know.
I don't get that vibe from Leonardo DiCaprio picture.
I'm just saying that's what they're trying to make us think, you know. He's got the Oscar and all the promotion and stuff like that. This is gonna be a Oscar-worthy project. So that's why I feel like
you can't win an Oscar for music.
You know what I mean? It's just the similarities. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, I think it's an okay cover. I'm just saying I get the vibe of what he's trying to translate, you know, with the cover and everything like that. I get what he was trying to do.
I'm not the biggest Leonardo DiCaprio fan. Sorry, guys. Like, I'm not trying to piss anybody off. But, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm not the hugest Leonardo DiCaprio fan. I liked him in Django.
He's never seen Inception.
No, I started watching Inception, and the shit was boring.
You have to watch
Inception. So I turned it off. That's the difference. I started watching Shutter Island. I found it boring.
Great movie.
So I cut it
Shutter
off.
Island was a great movie.
But Django was good. I like Django.
Okay.
And I mean, I've seen other Leonardo DiCaprio movies. I'm just kind of drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, I am.
Obviously,
yeah.
I've seen the Titanic. Rose. Rose. But anyway, the flow of this album, man. The flow of this project, to me, is a whole bunch of individual movies.
Okay.
It's like, to me, that's what it is. It's like 13 because the intro is just an intro. But it's just like 13 individual movies just kind of spread out throughout the project, and all of them kind of have like somewhat different themes. That's, to me, the flow of this project. And I actually think that's a genius idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it went along with the theme really well. I mean, it kind of started like the theme frequency change kind of gave me the idea that album was going to go through like a lot of different scenarios or vibes or whatever you want to call it. So I actually appreciated that flow. But consistent with that vibe is just Jid just really just spazzing. Like, not just running off the mouth saying about nothing. Like, he got a couple bars in there that just make you think like, whoa, okay, that was pretty dope. So you're gonna get straight bars, straight like just murderous bars, man. You just go get bars.
Highlights. Look, man, highlights for this joint. Slick talk. I like slick talk. At first I wasn't a huge fan of the beat when it first started.
Okay.
But when that beat changed, boy, I was just like, man, there we go. Yeah. And I mean, he was killing it from the jump. Yeah. I just wasn't feeling the beat. And I felt like the beat change was appropriate because it kind of changed his tone. Okay. Like he kind of went into a more aggressive, I'm addressing all these rappers style of flow. Yeah. Which I thought was dope. Yeah. Westbrook with A$AP Ferg. I thought that was pretty dope. Off the Yonkers. I mean, is that how you say that?
Off the Zoinkies?
Off the Zoinkies, whatever the hell it's called. That joint is fire. I don't know what sample. The sample, somebody else has used that sample.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've heard that before too. Yeah,
the Grateful sample. I want to say Ross, but it wasn't Ross. Man, I'm drawing a blank. I'm gonna remember as soon as we're done. Watch. Working out. I thought that joint was fire. Yeah. I like working out. I like Strawberries. Strawberries was fire.
Fire.
With BJ the Chicago's Kid, and I like Strawberries in real life. Hot Box with Method Man. Oh my goodness. Like, yo, Meth.
Did you expect that?
Been killing it this year.
I didn't expect that on here. When I saw that, I was like, Method Man. I'm like, whoa.
And the thing that caught me off guard is I didn't even know that was Joey Badass rapping when I was listening.
Oh, real?
I thought it was dope that he used one of Charlamagne's lines. Say he was going to shoot the club up.
I didn't even think about that.
How he's going to shoot the club up because Charlamagne always talk about, you know, shooting clubs up, basically nothing inside of a woman. And after that, just the other day, I liked that. I didn't like the hook, but I liked the song.
Yeah, man. Slick Talk was a dope way to start off. Off these, I really like what him and J. Cole did together.
I like them rapping to that like saxophony broken instrument sound.
Yeah, it was just kind of like I felt like they matched each other's flows, but then went faster. It was a really dope collaboration. Off the Zoinkies was just crazy. I just love the build up of the beat, and I felt like every time something really went off, he went off with it. Working Out, I loved it, and I really loved the skit at the end. Where was that? Is that Working Out? Yeah, because he was talking about J. Cole.
Oh, looking like he about to borrow somebody's phone charger.
Yeah. That was hilarious. I actually really love Tide. Like, is it Tide?
Tired. It's basically Tired.
Tide.
It's like
Tide. Yeah. But yeah, I liked how Black and LMA came up on that. Like, I thought like they all, I don't want to say they sounded the same, but they all brought the similar vibe to each of their verses. And I thought that really
I felt like LMA was underutilized.
I kind of felt that too, but I kind of feel like she just ended the track really sweet, so I thought that was pretty dope. Strawberries, yo, BJ, man, when that album coming, BJ? But I'm just saying, that's
kind of crowded right now. He don't want to drop right now.
I know. Hotbox, man, he got himself something crazy with that. He killed it too, even before he met the man. He killed it, and Met the Man killed it.
I didn't know your boy Masego was on Strawberries.
Oh, I didn't know that either. He made a funny post on Twitter, by the way, talking about how J.I.D describes stuff. It's hilarious. Go check that out. But just the other day was really dope. And I liked the bonus track, Hasta Luego. I thought that was really dope. And in 13, how you say that? Despacito too? I like how Despacito. I like how Come on. I like how he literally ran the beat off when that song, like he drove and crashed. Like I like the little sound at the end. Like he literally rapped his ass off until that beat just said I couldn't take it no more. So I just really like that, and I just really, J.I.D is a beast.
Yeah. Lowlights, man. Lowlights. I think J.I.D sometimes picks beats that don't benefit him.
Okay. Explain.
Like basically like off these, it's a dope beat but a whack beat to me. I don't know how to explain it.
I feel like that's his strong suit. But I can get what you mean.
I want to say I extremely appreciate the fact that he's making sure his style sounds completely fresh from anybody else's. Yeah. But I also feel like that might also be the thing that might hurt him, like garnering a huge fan base. Because like when you look at somebody like a J. Cole, even though his stuff sounds different, it still sounds tolerable to the mainstream, if you get what I'm saying. I can
kind of get the angle you coming from, because that might be like put people off to the sound rather than what he's talking about.
Yeah, because I know that for a fact, because I played people J.I.D's music and they just be like, yo, he's dope, but I wouldn't listen to that.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I said to you earlier. Like, I listened to this project and it took for like the fourth time where I was just like, look, I knew he was a technician from the jump.
Yeah.
But it took I got listened to it for the fourth time to actually really respect like a lot of the songs, but still feeling like I don't care to go back and listen to them again.
Okay.
So the stuff is sick, but I feel like his replay value is being hurt because he's choosing these kind of like off sounding beats that sound like nobody else's stuff, which is a good thing when you're trying to be unique, but it's got to be somewhat. It's like, yo, the beats still got to be fire, bro.
I can see what you're coming from. I can respect
Outkast
that.
Always had weird beats, and them shits is always fire.
Okay, I can respect that. The only low light I really had was Off D's. Even though I liked the song, I wasn't really big fan of. I wasn't really big fan of the hook. I kind of wish they just went through the song just rapping, like with no hook. So that's the only little detail I didn't like. Mounted Up, I thought was dope, but just had a boring beat. I mean, it was really dope rapping, but I just didn't like the beat to it that much. And that's really the only lowlights I had about the album, man. I mean, just when it comes to the hooks and something, like you said, the beat choices.
All right, man. Final thoughts. I think J.I.D, like I said already, I think J.I.D is a straight technician. Like, his technical rapping is ridiculous. Like, if you don't understand, just click on Slick Talk and just listen to him work. Like, he is really precise with where the words go, how he's using his rhyme schemes. where he's plugging and playing everything, like it's ridiculous, and he's like really meticulous at it. He's a genius when it comes to that. Like he is like no other when it comes to that right now, and he's very young, so he's not gonna do nothing but continue to tighten that and get even better. And I felt like J.I.D is definitely one of the dopest rappers of this younger generation. I just feel like he needs to find a production style that fits him, that can push him higher. Cause I want to see J.I.D. I want to see the whole Dreamville blow up.
Yes. There's a comment that he made recently that said he want Dreamville to be like TDE, and I agree. They got the roster.
But look at the beats TDE picks though.
Yeah.
Like that J-Rock album, he has some fire beats.
True.
So.
Well, I feel like, he stepped it up a lot from his last album. Not to say that his album was bad or anything, but when it came to verses,
I didn't.
That was your opinion. I loved Never Story. I thought it was a great album. But I feel like, he stepped it up and showed us more versatility than he did on the first one, because the first one was kind of like just a balanced kind of effort. This one, he kind of showed us what he can do and how technical he can be. And I feel like, in this day and age with all the music, that there's a great spotlight for that when it comes to that. Like, I think he really stands out. And I think that he's going to challenge other artists to not do the things that he's doing, but just not to be afraid to be super technical with your music. And I think that can be a great inspiration for anybody, any artist or anything that you're doing, is like, to stay in that pocket, that weird little pocket that you in, and excel in it. So in that respect, I think he's doing a great job.
All right, man. Final grade.
Yeah.
Check. It's J.I.D. Check it out. I know I didn't really care for the Never Story, but I was very clear in saying J.I.D. is still an animal.
Yeah.
I just didn't like. That album wasn't for me. This joint, I don't feel like it's 100% gonna get a lot of replay value for me based off of a lot of the stuff we heard this year. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still dope. And I think J.I.D. is one of the dopest technicians when it comes to this rap shit there is, period, right now.
Yeah, man, I give it a check. I feel like that, you're going to get a lot of, like, just music from this guy, man. You just get a lot of, I don't know, man. It's just something with J.I.D that makes him stand out. I think it's like we said, it's just his technicality and how he raps and how he says his words and everything like that that's going to make you really pay attention to him. So he's going to be one to look out for real. Like, he's just one of those artists, especially on the Dreamville roster, that I think that's going to be widely looked at. And when J. Cole picked him up and everything, everybody was like, yo, who is this kid and everything like that. But I think by now everybody knows who J.I.D is.
Super facts.